What's happening, 17 fans? How are you? We're getting into 17's Hit the Road series, episode 3 and 4 today. I just want to say, you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support and the love. As you know, I'm very much enjoying 17's dynamic, and I look forward to exploring even more. So let's get into these 2 episodes today.
와, 여기까지만 와도 진짜 사람이 여기까지만 와도 안 보여 사람이. 아, 뒤에 분들까지 정말 잘 챙겨드려야 돼.
I like that thought. I haven't really seen a lot of S.Coups yet, so I'm really looking forward to this episode. Seems like a smooth rapper.
늘 그래왔듯이 열심히 할 거고 저도 모르는 새에 성장이 되어 있을 거고 되게 무대 경험이 많은 친구들이다. 되게 노련하다 라는 얘기를 좀 듣고 싶어요. 그게 목표인 것 같아요.
What I'm starting to sense right away is how much he thinks about the image of the group.
되게 무대 경험이 많은 친구들이다.
And that would make sense as a guy who's the leader of the group. That's something that you'd want them to think about. How are we perceived? How are our fans going to perceive us? How is our audience going to perceive us?
아, 뒤에 분들까지 정말 잘 챙겨드려야 돼.
Okay, so we're starting to see that he really pays attention to their image here.
그거를 곰곰이 생각을 해봤어요. 내가 일단 우선 말하는 방법을 바꿔야겠구나.
내가 카메라 편집 배웠단 말이야, 영상 편집을. 누웠는데 계속 떠오르는 거야, 자꾸.
편집을 하는 거야?
게임하다 눕거나 아니면 키보다 누우면은 그 마지막에 본 거 계속 떠오르는 거 뭔지 알아?
몰라.
당구 치다가 집 가서 누우면 약간 당구대 이렇게 있고 막 이런 건지 몰라?
몰라.
뭘 알겠어.
And perhaps S.Coups isn't as like combative as some of the other 17 guys. The 17 boys in general, a lot of them are pretty feisty.
뭘 알겠어.
S.Coups kind of just smiles and appreciates the joke. From what I've seen with S.Coups, and just judging by this conversation, perhaps he's just a little bit more laid back. I'm gonna have to watch more, but I'm starting to sense right away a mature side to him.
이번에 연습을 하면서 아픈 친구들이 꽤 있어가지고 다치지 않고 잘 부상이었으면 좋겠다라는 바람이 있는 것 같아요. 홀가분 하고 이건 없는 것 같아요. 일본 투어가 아닌 월드 투어니까 끝날 때까지 정말 아프지 않았으면 좋겠습니다. 저를 포함한 모든 분들.
Really getting like a caring, sort of nurturing vibe from S.Coups.
다치지 않고 잘 부상이었으면 좋겠다라는 바람.
I don't think he wants the spotlight on him, and he sort of alluded to that, talking about how he enjoyed when they were all on stage together and his leadership role sort of dissipated.
여러분, 모두 팀 재팬 모두 수고 많으셨습니다. 다 같이 파이팅 해주시면 감사하겠습니다. 파이팅!
Yeah, and I don't think he's like this big vocal leader and like give like a big pump up speech. I don't know if he's necessarily the designated go-to guy for that, but I think it's more like these one-on-one conversations. Look at the boys in the airport, studs over here.
늘 뭔가 모르게 불안감이 있었어요. 근데 그 불안감이 무대 올라갔을 때 행복감으로 덮어졌던 거였는데 불안감이 좀 더 커지면서 제 자신도 너무 불안했었고 무서웠었어요.
Yeah, that's big of him to admit as well as a leader who's supposed to quote unquote have everything together. But S.Coups, I think this is cool that he's able to get vulnerable like this and say, hey, no, like the anxiety really picked up for me. And it's interesting how he said again, like when he goes on stage, that's when everything sort of alleviates for him.
근데 생각보다는 오래됐어요. 많이 오래됐어요.
Wow. So this happened in the past? Wow.
아휴. 벌써부터 이러면 안 되는데.
Crazy. His first time talking about this, and he felt comfortable enough opening up here. You can see by his body language at the end there that this was a big reveal for him. Good for him.
아휴. 참을 수 있는 한계가 이제 리더니까 단체 인사까지는 버텨보자.
Oh my goodness.
라는 생각? 여기서 내가 할 수 있는 건 다 한 것 같다라는 생각이 들었어요.
Wow. He's really been holding a lot in. I'm happy that he's able to get this off his chest here and sort of have that release, you know?
여기서 내가 할 수 있는 건 다 한 것 같다라는 생각이 들었어요.
Wow.
걔네 쿠션 괜찮아요?
Yeah, he's really trying to tough it out here. He's really trying to tough it out, and he's got a good poker face because it seems like he was in a lot of pain. He's sucking it up, but he also doesn't want to burden anyone else.
하다 보니까 아 정말 이러다가는 내가 무대에 대한
Whoa.
트라우마가 생겨서 무대에 못 설 수도 있겠다라는 생각이 들었어요. 그 당시에 제 자신이 너무 싫었어요.
Wow, that's a heavy thought to be having on stage.
하다 보니까 아 정말 이러다가는 내가
Yeah, this was clearly a really difficult time for him. So he obviously puts a lot of pressure on himself to perform at the highest level. Yeah, clearly in a lot of pain. Clearly in a lot of pain.
저희가 무대를 계속 이어가기 전에 드릴 말씀이 있는데요. 우리 코스 형이랑 정한 형이 정확한 문제로 끝까지 함께하지 못하게 됐습니다. 여러분들도 응원의 박수 한 번만 보내주시면 감사하겠습니다.
And they put in so much hard work too, right? You're thinking about it all the time. Like this is sort of what you live for. And S.Coups has articulated that earlier in this video. It seems like going on stage is really a happy place for him. So this being stripped away from him, his happy place, on top of everything else that's going on with the injury and the pain and all the thoughts that are going on in his head, a lot going on with him.
미안하다는 생각밖에 안 들었어요. 네. 기다려주시고 보러 와주신 팬분들께 한 분 한 분 죄송하다는 말을
Okay.
엎드리는 상황이니까 그것도 너무 답답했고
But yeah, letting his fans down, not being there for his fans that, you know, really wanted to see him, that hurts, and letting his team down. But I think really he loves being on stage, and that's what he works for. That's what he lives for. So I think that really hurt him.
쉬면서 정말 점점 괜찮아졌던 것 같아요. 지금 그렇게 도망쳤던 제 자신에게 너무 분하고 저도 지금 그렇게 이겨낼 수 있다는 자신감도 많이 생긴 상태여서 지금 빨리 무대에 서고 싶어요.
멤버들에게 모험적이고 저보다 멤버들 더 챙길 수 있는 리더 형이 되길 바랍니다.
Yeah, I really like S.Coups, man. I'm happy I watched this episode. He's really got a calmness to him, a maturity to him. It seems like he's sort of a grounding force in 17. And I think it's great having a guy like him as the leader because he takes this seriously, takes his job very seriously. He takes the group's image very seriously. He takes the fans very seriously. On to episode 4 here. This looks like it could be Hoshi's episode, so let's get right into this.
너가 기분이 안 좋아도 넌 웃으면서 무대로 올라가야 돼. 그게 너의 직업이란다.
Wow.
여기에 진짜 슬픈 BGM 깔리면 되게 슬픈 장면 아니에요?
That's real though. That's a real moment right there. I think we can all relate to that moment. Now, it's easy to forget that these guys don't get motivated, that these guys get depressed or anxious. That's why it's important and amazing that we get these documentary series. We get to experience them a little bit more as real humans. As you know, I've talked about this. I think that's the main reason why so many of us become loyal fans and really feel connected to these guys.
이게 계속 비행기 타고 왔다 갔다 하고 한국 가도 스케줄 계속 있고 이러니까 예민했나? 갑자기 나 코스 형이랑 정한이 둘 다 아픈데 나도 아픈데 네 너무 힘이 없었어요. 배에 힘이 안 들어가가지고
Wow. Yeah, that's got to be even more pressure. When a guy or two guys go down, you feel like, okay, I really can't go down right now. I really can't back out. This is actually when I really need to step up the most. And it's tough, right? Because they're probably feeling sore and sick and stressed. So it makes it even harder. You know, we're seeing them battling here. This is when you really see some of their bravery and their character come out. And I appreciate the hell out of Hoshi for not faking it either. He's not faking it. Like, he's being genuine to how he feels. He's being true to himself here, it seems like.
나도 그게 계속 진행되다가 그때 장면 걸려졌나 일본에서 그리고 나서 낮은 줄 알았는데 아 진짜 미치겠네. 지금 같이 아파가지고
같은 증상이에요 지금.
아 진짜요?
네, 그러니까 디노가 걸렸던 게 온 것 같은데.
Perhaps what makes things a bit easier is that at least they're all going through it. They've all got things that they're battling with. At least they can share that with each other. And you even see Hoshi kind of smirking about it when Dino's talking about how he's feeling unwell.
그리고 나서
We're all dealing with it here. So there's a sense of unity and strength that I feel like it may bring them.
어쨌든 에너지가 이만큼 있으면 이렇게 떨어졌을 때 조금 충전하고 여기 딱 올라가야 되는데 여기서 이제 바로 올라간 거야. 근데 여기서
Wow.
그냥 그래도 뭔가 악으로 했던 것 같아요.
Wow. And Hoshi, I've commented before, like he's a guy that loves to perform. If Hoshi's talking about this being a struggle, a guy who loves to be on stage and perform, you know it was. And I like how, again, Hoshi's not trying to sugarcoat anything. He's being honest. This sucked. And you could see it all over his face. Very genuine guy.
뭔가 악으로 했던 것 같아요.
We did it with our willpower. I love that.
우리 호시는요?
Hoshi is.
열정이 넘치는 친구예요. 제 표정 봐.
어떤 좋은 거 얘기해야 돼요? 아니면
아니 그냥 솔직하게.
좋은 거 알려줄래? 솔직한 거. 키는 솔직이에요.
약간 좀 관종
호시는 미친놈이다.
내가 하라 했는데.
미치지 않고서야 리얼을 쟤 진짜 미쳤어.
Yeah, I love how they can say that to each other.
쟤 진짜 미쳤어.
Even Uzi, who I didn't take as one of the feistier guys, like they have that relationship with each other where they can take it to those places with one another.
이상 미친놈이라 했으니까 전 미친놈 하겠습니다.
좀 내성적이에요.
He laughs it off. He likes
내성적인지
it.
몰라요.
또 사실 이렇게 변한 게 느끼는데 이게 자연스럽게 그 끌어오른다고 해야 되나? 이 평상시에 좀 차분하고 이런데 무대 뒤에서 이제 인이어 차고 마이크 차고 이제 나가면서
I freaking knew it. Did I not tell you that? I freaking knew it. He gets a burst of energy when he's on stage. He transforms into an absolute beast. He's a lunatic.
자연스럽게 그 끌어오른다고 해야 되나?
Look how he just brightens up when he talks about performing too. Just naturally brightens up.
커지고 막 스텝들 가실게요 하면서 이러는데 여기서 막 이렇게 뭐가 이렇게 자꾸 끌어올라요. 막 이렇게 약간 뜨거워지고
Yeah.
막 여기서 뿜어야 될 것 같고 막 뭔가 이렇게 분출해야 될 것 같고 이런 게 막 끌어오르는 것 같아요. 거기서 저는 그냥 그렇게 카타르시스를 계속 느끼는 것 같아요.
And I think that quality is going to take him places. If you're looking for a quality in a superstar, that's the quality you want. Is that excitement to get up on stage. Because if you want to get to that next level, you got to love it. And Hoshi does.
대표님이 갑자기 딱 연습실에 오셨더니 너네 왜 여기 있어? 그랬는데 저희가 저희 안무는 짜야 될 것 같아서요. 이제 그래 니네가 역시 무대에 대한 책임감이 있구나. 이 말이 되게 감동적이었어요. 저희는 너무 이제 그냥 당연하게 그냥 너무 그냥 우리 건데 우리가 해야지 이 생각이었는데 이제 그런 말씀을 해주시니까
A little communication lesson built into that as well. Their CEO coming to Hoshi and Dino specifically and saying, hey, we appreciate you. And look what the impact it had on Hoshi, just hearing that.
우리 건데 우리가 해야지 이 생각이었는데 이제 그런 말씀을 해주시니까
And it also probably made him want to work harder. Right? When we feel appreciated for the things that we do, it's motivating.
안녕하세요. 사우디카.
그래서 팬분들한테 더 잘하고 싶고 받은 사랑을 저도 돌려드리고 싶고 좋은 영향력으로 다가가고 싶고 그런 생각들이 지금 있는 것 같아요.
He's not careless with that responsibility. He's not careless with that love. And I think when you feel it to the extent that 17 and Hoshi feel it, it's like, we can't play games with this. This is real. And I need to do everything in my power to give back. I talk about this all the time. This is the law of reciprocity in action here.
너무 행복한 일들만 있다 보니까 나중에 내가 이 행복을 더 느낄 수 없는 순간이 올 때는 어떻게 이겨내고 있을까 그런 모습을 상상해 보면은 좀 불안하고.
Wow, being self-reflective here. And Hoshi does seem like a happy guy. He's in a good place. But it's cool to see his vulnerability here and get sort of some insight into Hoshi's inner dialogue.
어떻게 이겨내고 있을까 그런 모습을 상상해 보면은 좀 불안하고.
You can look at Hoshi and be like, this guy loves performing. He's super happy, but he's still got shit that he's dealing with too.
부담감? 그런 건 없는 것 같은데. 고민한다고 결과가 좋아지는 것도 아니고 긍정적인 생각으로 어떤 걸 받아들이고 할 때 더 좋은 시너지가 나고 설사 그게 생각만큼 잘 안 돼도 긍정적으로 생각하는 게 되게 좋은 것 같아요.
And he is a positive force. I kind of look at him as the life energy of 17 on stage. I haven't seen a ton of their performances, but I think off stage, he can joke around with everyone. Everyone seems to be comfortable joking around with him. He seems just very well liked. He's a good listener. He can pump the group up at certain times. I think he's like a well-rounded guy in this group and one of the pillars in a number of ways. That's what it feels like to me. I hope you enjoyed that. That was episode 3 and 4. Really cool to get more insight into both S.Coups and Hoshi. Guys, as always, if you want to watch my uncut reaction, all you need to do is go to my Patreon page. I've included the link in my description below. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you very soon. Peace.